Otherworld's Monster Breeder. Chapter 6. Absolute Control. Following the road, I walked the grassy plain for around 1 hour looking for a town. In this grassy plain, it seems like the monster inhabiting it is that one goblin type. According to Aphrodite, it seems that the experience gained from making a contract as a monster tamer is the same as if a monster was defeated. That's why I decided to excessively hunt goblins. Goblin LV15 rank / grade G. Vitality 10. Strength 15. Intelligence 10. Mana 5. Using the skill Appraisal Eyes, such characters are displayed above the goblin's head. So far, all the goblins I've come across are level 1. As I did not properly inspect it, I can't say for sure, but the number on the right hand side is probably representing the greatest level of the demon. After immersing myself in the work of capturing goblin with Capsule's Ball, I checked my status. Kaze Hayasuda. Job, Monster Tamer. Level, 557556. Vitality, 252237. Physical Strength, 9590. Intelligence, 200190. Mana, 28982843. Skills. Capsule Ball, Appraisal Eye. Enslaved. Aphrodite. Goblins, times 18. It's probably because I had risen too much levels in the beginning. Hey. Although I caught 18 goblins, a rise in level is not seen. The goblins who are caught became eraser-sized roam around inside the capsule ball. After verifying the capsule ball skill, I come to an understanding that somehow or another, I can only summon one of them. Gobulu. Gobulu. X3. Although only one can be summoned, I am able to enslave several more monsters. That's why, as for now, some of the 18 goblins walked around in the capsule ball. The capsule ball boasts a large amount of land for the miniaturized monsters. It seems like due to the space, around 1,000 of them can fit into it. May I have some of your time? I have some thoughts after looking at my status. What about it? Is there not some sort of limit for the number of monsters a monster tamer can enslave? Of course a limit exists. The basic one should increase by 1 for each time a level increases by 10. I see. In other words, the number of demons whom I can enslave at the present time is 56? Perhaps. Aren't they already cheat class at the present moment? Apart from that, Sudha. It was troubling me from a little while ago, can you not summon the goblins you caught? I think with more companions, battle becomes easier. Right now, I'm not having much trouble with fighting. As for the occupation called Monster Tamer, the status seems to be low generally, but nonetheless, my level is overkill in this grassland. Thinking about it now, receiving the grace from having the status increase, meant the first goblin was defeated in one kick. Ah! No need to worry. The Monster Tamer can order the contracted monster freely. I see. Was there such an effect? Aphrodite says so with a nonchalant look as though it was none of her business. However, does this girl not have the thing called wariness? If what she says is true, about wanting to do arrow things with this goddess as much as I want, it's a good opportunity to have a little fun. Then, as a trial, turn around the spot, will you? Yes? Are you making a fool of me? The female goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite Sama will abide by such a rule of yours. In the middle of her words, D spun suddenly. *SFX, Kuru Kuru. Aphrodite, who is wearing a dress overflowing with elegance, has an unexpectedly short skirt. Kaie. Aphrodite's rotation creates a small wind which gently raises her skirt, revealing her pink underwear. When I issued the order I did not in the slightest expect that. Aphrodite has become teary-eyed. You. Sudha, you idiot. What did you do? No. It's my bad. It really was to test if commanding was possible. It's not that I want to do any strange commands. It's like that, so don't get angry. Certainly, if you limit to just this time, it's not like I will not disapprove. Only this time. By any chance, you have no intentions to give me, the goddess, lewd orders, am I right? Aphrodite was red to her ears and panicked. Ho ho! Although she's called a goddess, she still has knowledge in that area. Is that okay? I certainly said that I'd participate in the making of Siddha's harem. But, I didn't say I'm entering myself personally as a member. Is it a flag? No, there's no such thing. Stupid Siddha! She hit me with all her force. Certainly, there is no doubts about the fact that Aphrodite is a peerless beautiful girl. But adding her in as a harem member has somewhat a different feeling to it. It's the feeling of a friend rather than a lover. Therefore, I was caught up in the moment a little this time. I will reflect. Employed monster data. Goblin. Encyclopedia number 301. Race, Demon Tribe. Class, G. Level, 1. Vitality, 10. Strength, 15. Intelligence, 10. Mana, 5. Skills? None. The monster is the basic race of the demon tribe. The individual fighting ability is low, but the intelligence is high. Depending on how it is raised, there are hidden potentials for a variety of evolutions. Otherworld's Monster Breeder. Chapter 7. Trading Center St. Bell. After that. How far can a human walk? Aphrodite did not show up after hiding in the capsule a while ago. Listen. Siddha. From now on, I will be basically spending my time in the ball. If you need anything, just call me out. That's what Aphrodite said. Previously, you hated entering the ball, but what in the world has happened? That's what I'm thinking, but there are also various complex circumstances currently present. It seems like her lost status returns when she gets inside the capsule ball. No. Even I am skeptical about it. From what I've just heard, it seems like the capsule ball has a strong healing effect that can remove all of your abnormal states. By entering that sort of thing, there is a possibility of her stats lowering, curse weakening. Furthermore, when inside, the environment has a different common sense, you don't get hungry nor thirsty, and all kinds of fatigue/stress won't be accumulated. When you peek into the capsule ball, you will see Aphrodite being surrounded by goblins, with a peaceful expression, in a peaceful slumber. Her breathing rising carefreely/easygoing. Politely bringing her favorite pillow and hay into the ball, she made a bed. With the exception of not being able to freely go in and out, the capsule ball seems to be a comfortable place. Hey, I can see the town. Due to the promise with her that I will wake her up when I see a town, I let Aphrodite out of the capsule ball. 5 more minutes. You asked me to wake you up, don't go half asleep. By the way, while Aphrodite was sleeping, I increased the number of goblins to 37. I feel anxious when I think if it's okay to catch that many goblins, but when I see the goddess I feel I can rely on her. Trading Center St. Bell. Those are the words written in the town signboard. Aphrodite said. When a person from the earth is summoned, they will learn the otherworld language without exception. I've read the letters on the signboard without any problems. Rock Turtle LV8/10, Worker, Grade F. Vitality 55. Muscle Strength 128. Magic 7. Willpower 5. My attention was attracted by a cart being pulled by a huge turtle. Hey D, can you hear me? What's that vehicle? It's been running around the city. In the city, a variety of monsters such as goblins and orcs were present in addition to the rock turtle. They have, working, displayed in their head. It seems like in this world, the demon is generally used for labor work. Dunno. You say. Good boy. Siddha. It's a mistake to think that I know everything because I'm a goddess. Do you know that this world has hundreds of classes of monsters? I don't even have experience in the world below, I won't remember each and every name of monsters you know. I practically do not have any experience descending down to earth and I cannot remember each and one of the names of the monsters. I do know that, but why do you look so triumphant? It's been a bit late to wonder, but is this goddess totally incompetent on the ground? As I wonder, I checked Aphrodite's status. Aphrodite. Race, God. Level 3620. Vitality 29,778. Physical Strength 4. Magic 18. Willpower 13. Skill. Unknown. Hey, under your skills columns, it seems like there is a word unknown written there. What does it means? Ah, that's because I use skill concealment. My skills can't be seen by others. There are skills that has that kind of effect. Ooh. As expected from a god race, you have those kind of skills. Even she's weakened, she's still indeed a goddess. Little by little, I'll try to understand how to live in this world. Though it's a little, I understood trying to live in this world. In Adelheid, first of all, above everything else, skills meant everything. If it's possible to borrow the power of Aphrodite from the god race, my life in the other world would be easier. Why yeah right. Ah. Hey, why did you avert your eyes? To tell you the truth, majority of my skills were sealed off by a curse, because I'm a god that descended to the land. That's why I might not have what you expect from me, Siddha. I see. Well, I expected that you would say that. Aphrodite has mentioned that the purpose of sending earthlings to the other world is to subjugate the demon king. If the god race can use full force in this world, then they should be able to do it on their own. By the way, Siddha, I have a question to ask. What is it? Just because I said that I can't use my skill in here, you couldn't be thinking of abandoning me? With tears flowing out of her eyes as she looked at me worriedly. When I didn't say anything, Aphrodite visibly shuddered. I told you that in advance. I forgot to mention, but if you do something cruel to me, you will not die a decent death. Because I will curse you with all my might and send you to hell. Aphrodite-chan is the heaven's #1 when it comes to cursing other people. It's because of my exclusive reputation. I get it. As I won't throw you away. Don't stick to me so much. Good grief, what an unreliable goddess Sama. I have to acquire knowledge without the support of this useless goddess Sama. I decided to look for a job in a different world. Other Worlds Monster Breeder. Chapter 8. Adventurers Guild. According to knowledge gained from the world of games. When looking for a place to work in the different world, there is only one place to look. That is the Adventurers Guild. Even if the aim is to defeat the Demon King and return to Earth, the first priority is raising funds and strengthening our forces. Fortunately, according to what a kind Obasan, auntie, who was in town said, there is a place called Adventurers Guild in Adelheid. The Adventurers Guild was exceptionally big, surrounded by other stone buildings. The people inside impartially had armaments such as swords and axes, indeed adventurer-like. Aphrodite pulled on the sleeve of my uniform for some reason, and was glued to my back. Oi! What is it? Well. We are being watched by lots of people. I'm being watched. There is no helping it. With such an appearance, everyone would pay attention. Being summoned suddenly into the other world, I haven't changed from my high school uniform. Aphrodite is still wearing the same clothes as she wore in heaven. Oi! What? That erotic appearance of a Nei-chan. A girl who makes you drunk with excitement just by looking at her. From the appearance of the men, it feels as though they are admiring Aphrodite's beauty rather than watching us both. However, after talking about that, Aphrodite immediately got carried away and they became silent. Good day, Adventurer Sama. I corresponded with the receptionist Oni-san at the counter. Chloe Grave. Race, cat girl. Age, 18. According to the judgment skill, her name seems to be Chloe. She has a small-sized body and the girl has a graceful atmosphere and semi-long raven black hair. And Chloe-chan has cat ears on the top of head. Mwah! This is any guy's dream, this Bishoujo in the different world. Chloe-chan is cute. Get. I want to take her home immediately. TL, the word used for take her home immediately can mean a one-night stand, or taking a girl home from a bar. Suda. What are you thinking about? I heard a voice with killing intent coming behind and my body experienced violent pain. Turning back, the scowling face of Aphrodite, as if it was deformed, stared at me. What carelessness! It appears that Aphrodite has captured my ulterior motives perfectly. Ano. Today, may I know your business with the guild today? Note that literally, it is very polite. Edo, I am looking for a job. Is there any job that I am able to do? Understood. Is this your first time using this guild? Yes, actually I had just reached this street. I will humbly partake the consultation with you. I am required to issue to you an adventure card for usage in this establishment. As I am going to perform the registration process, will you please register your name on this paper? If you are unable to write your name, it is possible to call for a representative. No, it's okay. I wrote my name on the paper which was presented by the receptionist Oni-san. It is a wonder that I am able to write words smoothly in the alternate world. Ito, Kaze Hayasuda-sama. I will now process your guild registration. In a situation where you lost this guild card, a new one will be issued to you with handling charges. Therefore, please take care of it. Thank you very much. Kaze Hayasuda. Adventurer rank, G. It was written on the guild card which I had received. As this is your first time using the guild card, I will explain about the establishment simply. In an experienced tone, the receptionist Chloe-chan continued speaking. I will explain about the Adventure Guild simply in the establishment where adventurers offer their services to quest requested by countries, individuals etc. The content of the quest ranges from monster subjugation to the search of an unaccounted cat. When you accumulate your achievements, you will increase your guild rank. Thereafter, the range of quest that you are able to partake will increase. I see. By the way, speaking of the adventurer's rank, what should I do to be able to rank up? Yes. There is no other way to increase your rank other than getting judged by the guild about your aptitude. Ah! What an extremely loose condition! With a cute smile, the raven black hair girl said. In short, even if you have splendid achievements, if it is not recognized by the people above, it will not possible to promote to a higher rank. Please stop introducing a system to mimic reality into this game-ish world. Suda-sama. It is also possible to immediately accept request from now on. Please search for quests pasted on the guild board over there that you are able to accept, bring them to the counter and wait. I stood before the billboard pointed by Kuro-chan and started looking for moderate jobs. Subjugation type quest. Subjugation of wolves. Required R, G. Success conditions, subdue 5 wolves. Reward, 4,000 coal. Repeat, allowed. Subjugation of goblins. Required R, G. Success conditions, subdue 5 goblins. Reward, 4,000 coal. Repeat, allowed. Search type quest. Collect medicinal grass. Required R, G. Success conditions, bring back 10 medicinal grass. Reward, 6,000 coal. Repeat, allowed. So based on my present adventurer rank, the quest that I can take part seems to be of 3 types. There are other quests that I can accept too. But the rewards are too low or the requirements are unclear. Therefore I had removed them from my selections. I wish to do the subjugation quest, but how do I show proofs that I had defeated the demons? Details are in a small pamphlet which will be passed over to you when you accept the quest. Basically, it is necessary to remove and collect the defeated demons' parts. Understood. Presently the demons that I had met, without defeating them I had used the capsule ball to make them my comrades. I see, this time should I go for the search quest? These quests do not have any time limit. Sudasama, if you wish, it is possible to apply for all of them at the same time. How about it? If that's the case, please let me apply for all of them. I have acknowledged your request. And this is the beginner set which will be offered to people who registered at the guild for the first time. Please use it as you wish. Thank you very much. I received the beginner's set which seems to be packed as a necessary item for adventurers. Otherworld's Monster Breeder. Chapter 9. Let's try summoning demons. In order to do the quest, I turned up at the area Gashur Forest. It seems like there is a raw material medicinal grass grows en masse within this region which is a vital component for the manufacture of recovery items. Sida. How far out are you walking to? Didn't we reached Gashur Forest a long time back? It's no good. We must walk in deeper. Why? If we were to encounter other adventurers while fighting the monsters as requested, we will definitely be embroiled up into unnecessary troubles. Now the way to differentiate the enemy goblins and my allied goblins is only through using the skill Judgment Eye. However, this Judgment Eye skill is only obtained after acquiring Aphrodite, which resulted in gaining a huge amount of experience. Even if I summon the goblins with great pains, if they are being suppressed by adventurers other than me, it will become a sad outcome. Can you slacken your pace, for I am tired from walking? As I am tired from walking, can I return back into the ball? After Aphrodite informs her intention, she on her own accord returned back into the capsule ball. Although I had confirmed it during the inspection previously, it seems like it is possible for the deployed monsters to return back to the capsule ball on their own accord if they are close to the master. Yoshi. Is this area good? After I had moved into the inner part of the forest where there are no presences of humans around, I summon the goblin within my heart. Goblin LV1, Slave. Proof of goblin subjugation is located at which area? Goblin loincloth grade G. An old rage worn by the goblin. Intense smell/stink. According to the pamphlet which I had obtained from the guild, the subjugation proof item for goblins seems to be the item wrapped around the hips. Intense stink. I do not want to know this kind of information. Granted, I cannot bring myself to rip off my friendly goblin's pants. As I thought, this time round, it seems like it's best if I emphasize on proceed with the medicinal grass quest. After deciding that, using the same trick as before, I summon the goblins in succession. Gobu. Gobu. Without a moment's delay, I summon the whole army of 37 goblins. Now, this is at present my full force. Strictly speaking, there is still one more person. But the goddess is now in the capsule ball sleeping carefreely, so let's forget about her. Even you say that they are small monsters, if you were to gather this many, the power will increase considerably. I, who is accompanied by over 30 goblins, will for sure be seen as a suspicious person from the side. Yoshi. Goblins. Listen to me. I raise my voice so as to let the goblins around me being able to hear my voice. From now on, let's gather the medicinal grass drawn in this book. When discovered, immediately gather that the tree's root over there. Gobu. Gobu. The goblins who had heard my words raise their voices with their arms thrust into the air. And scatter like spiderlings into the depths of the forest. These goblins, do they really understand human language? Although I do have some uneasiness, it has become known that I am the only person who is gathering the medicinal grass. This time, the success of the quest is highly dependent on the capabilities of the goblins. My aim is to use human wave tactics to get rich. I who is praying for the goblins to return safely, send them off. Otherworld's Monster Breeder. Chapter 10. Let's gather medicinal grass in the forest. After forcing them to gather the medicinal grass, around 2 hours has elapsed. It can be said that from the conclusion that getting the goblins to help is a success. At the tree root that I had designated lies a huge mound of medicinal grass. Medicinal grass grade F. A standard raw material used in the creation of recovery items. Yoshi, it's almost time to pack up and return back to the village. Hey! More than 50 of medicinal grass has been gathered at the tree root. Even if I coveted for more medicinal grass than this, not being able to carry them back to the Adventurers Guild is also meaningless. I who tried following the goblins to search for the medicinal grass, till now couldn't even find a single one. As expected, this is what they called sense of the wild? I am very sure there is a term for people who had grown up in the wild. More like sixth sense in the wild. I who was forever staying indoors playing net games during my time on Earth, the difficulty level for finding medicinal grass is somewhat high for me. But it does not mean that I do not have any harvest at all, okay? I who was wandering around in the midst of the forest, has successfully captured 15 more goblins. At present, there are now 52 contracted goblins. Goblins who move about in huge groups, became easy prey for me to fish. If this pace continues to tomorrow, I believe I am able to create an army of goblins. However, there is something which worries me. Although I had waited for the goblins to come back since a while back, even till now there are about 10 goblins yet to return. Oh! They are finally coming back. Hey! As the thicket *goso moved, I felt a sigh on relief. But, to my surprise, the one jumping out of the grass thicket is a monster different from the goblin. Wolf LV 3/5 grade, G. Vitality, 18. Strength, 23. Intelligence, 6. Mana, 7. Skills? None. That monster which resembles a wolf possesses black fur. Its level is 3. Compared to the goblins that I contracted with, it's a little higher. Its teeth is still dyed with fresh red blood. At that point of time, I intuitively understood the reasons for the missing goblins. It can't be. This wolf ate. No matter how long the time elapsed, they are not going to return, for they are beaten by the wolf monsters in front of me. Unforgivable. I will punish you. Guru. The number of enemies is 5. As they surrounded me, their growls increases in volume. Phew. These dogs plan to win with just these standards. From the viewpoint of numbers, you have a long way to go to dominate me. Go! Goblins! As expected, the goblins based on my instructions jump out to fight. Exceeding 30 goblins, they rushed towards the wolves as their targets. As one would expect, they did not consider receiving this much attacks. Hey! The wolves who are being surrounded by the goblin army became seemingly frightened. And then, victory was decided within 1 minute. It seems like originally during the battle of the goblins and wolves, there is a huge difference in the individual battle capabilities of between them. The wolves win in physical ability while the goblins win in intelligence. But their comprehensive ability is on par. Although we won through number, I have a one-shot kill skill capsule ball. Some time ago, the 5 wolves who bark Kian resulted in entering the capsule ball. Although with just successfully collecting medicinal grass is sufficient, the adventure this time, I foresee the challenges I will have in the future. In particular, I want to prioritize strengthening my monsters. As it is, when I instruct the goblins to move out to collect medicinal grass, they will be guaranteed to become the wolves' prey. As much as possible I must quickly create a countermeasure for the area around here. As I send the goblins back into the capsule ball after finishing their roles, thought about that issue. Employed monster data. Wolf. Encyclopedia number 401. Race, Demon Tribe. Class, G. Level, 1. Vitality, 15. Strength, 20. Intelligence, 5. Mana, 5. Skills? None. Basic monster Wolf Tribe monster. Keen/sharp movements, with distinctive characteristic to use its sharp teeth to attack. Depending on the method upbringing, there are various hidden possible evolution.